of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies.
All I'm saying, all our players are confused about what happened in North Carolina, so we're going to fuck up every team we see until we see the next opponent. Let's go.
Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Got a chip on our shoulder, like no other.
Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game.
We pray we see that man in the playoffs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball.
It ain't gonna even be no close game. Consider.
So Kentucky's offense will have the football first.
Shit, they color blue, so hell, treat them just like we saw that last team with blue on them. It ain't Carolina blue, but it's blue.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. By the end of the day, one of these two teams...
Come on, fellas. I let y'all down yesterday by a foolish mistake. Let's go.
This game critical at this point.
That's what I'm talking about, offense. Put the hurt on them boys. Put the hurt on them.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Travis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that...
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. Backs looking for the goal line. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now it's second and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They grab the early lead.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're testing the right side here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was...
Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks one. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Next man up. Let's go.
The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Baby Emmett in. Let's go.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know.
Fuck Tuesday pretty serious. We're gonna put him on the bench. He don't need to play, man. We gonna give him more a chance. Fries, the elite boy, one of the best in high school. They say. Let's give him a
How
chance.
it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the...
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not...
Boy, coming in the game. It's first for us. Let's go, Fries.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is
It's how people jobs get taken. You get injured, and then next man up come in, and he look like that. Look at that boy trying to sneak in the game. 29. He's trying to sneak in the game. Keep your ass in the game. You tired. Foot the two. Relax.
They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but it'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the returner goes down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Caught behind the line. It's Love. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the 1st down.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before.
For those that don't know, Knox on the left side, Bland and Knox are back-to-back #1 wide receivers. Bland was the #1 wide receiver in high school last year. Knox was the #1 this year. Let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to
Oh, no.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's live. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them.
Today, hot potato day. You know, you get you throw an interception, you go to the bench.
And
Next quarterback up.
Gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Texas A&M offense will take
Bunch formation for these receivers. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wiggins. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try.
Damn.
He was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the air on first down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's lobbed. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wide open downfield.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap in the shotgun. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your
Man, that boy's a elite player, bro.
dude, and you are in a world of trouble.
Man, let's go.
Barely able to keep him from scoring. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 35 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Wide open spaces. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They want to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try it again on second and 10. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it.
Hell of a move the computer put on me, boys.
That's a huge throw for the
God damn.
They're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Love. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Still making moves. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Ready?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Clear. Clear.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Estes. Touchdown, Wildcats! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll take another shot here. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw on third. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. Touchdown, Aggies. And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kentucky, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Got his man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Complete on the shuffle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
In the red area, it's Love. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kentucky, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this.
Kentucky got hard. Calling timeouts, you know what I'm saying? We love it. Say, we might have another rivalry here, you know what I'm saying? Say, Kentucky says, shit, we ain't gonna end the game like that. No sack.
This defense
See y'all, Kentucky, let's go.
Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes
Out another timeout. Look at him.
11-yard line.
Let's go, Kentucky. They got a timeout to punt.
And man,
All right, if I return this shit, we returning this shit.
Quarterback getting drilled.
We ain't holding back.
Game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
Let's go.
They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
Let's go. We got space.
It makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next.
We good.
Good
Look, we can
job
get
by
a
the
field goal.
coverage unit to put a stop to that
The field
return.
goal, some rare 59 yards.
So
That's
here
long
comes
time.
the Texas A&M offense back onto
I'm
the
on
field.
this now. Let's what
No need
what's
to get
called?
cute here. You've run enough plays. Now it's time for the kneel down, David.
Take the knee, make them use their last time out, then they're out. The clock runs out. Jesse, it's a beautiful thing.
The only way you lose this game is if you fumble. Make sure you execute the center quarterback exchange and go celebrate in the locker room.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, for that success. 20 or 26, man. That boy, he deserved to be the starter. Let's get it. Till next week. Let's get it. We are mad as fuck. We're going to keep taking it out on all these teams. Let's go. Next opponent. See y'all later. Thumb Case Bell, man.